guys, it's Joy, and I'm back with part 2 of the DIY pillows for you. I know I promised this before Christmas. Unfortunately, due to circumstances that were out of my control, I was unable to provide it before Christmas. But I can promise you that all 3 of these pillows that you're going to see in this video can be made for other holidays other than just Christmas. Keep watching and you'll find out how. So for this next DIY, you're going to need a table runner from the dollar store. You could also use any other table runner you want, but you may have to do some configuring on that. This just happens to be a dollar store table runner. A piece of felt, and something like glue sticks, hot glue, glue sticks, scissors, a pen, something to draw around that's circular shaped. Oh, it's just barely going to fit on there. Okay. Some polyfill. Right now. Okay, so I'm just going to take a pen and trace around this coaster that is actually my sister's. I gave it to her as a Christmas present. And hi, sis, if you're watching this. So now I'm going to just cut that circle out, and we're going to set that piece of circular felt aside, and that's all we have for the felt. That's all we need the felt for, okay? So, when you get these table runners, they're usually folded in fours. Now, the reason, and they have creases. Now, the reason this one doesn't is because it's been washed one time. This is not something I would recommend washing from the dollar store, or they start snagging, they start fraying and everything. So, you're going to fold it in fourths and try to kind of find where that fourth is. And we're going to say right about there. Okay, so I'm going to drop down to half of it, and I'm going to take and go and glue down the one side of the middle to where the crease is. So, okay, then I use a craft stick to kind of push it down because the glue gets really hot on this kind of material. On the other side, it's easier because you can just flip back and you can kind of work your way along. So we're going to glue up the other side. After I get those two sides glued, I fold it back, the tip back, onto the part that I've already folded or glued. Then I'm going to take my glue and go up along the point. And you can do one side at a time if you're not very quick, like most of the time I'm not. And that way you don't have the glue dry on you. And just press it down. Then you can kind of fold this side back and do the same over here. Now I will go, that's the first step, okay? Now what we're going to do is fold that over onto this next part. And before I glue, I always like to check this to make sure I'm going to have my pointy part, the end of it, right where I want it. And I think that looks pretty good right there. So I'm going to drop that part out of the way. And then this time I'm just going to kind of fold that back and glue along this edge. The other side, same as I did that, so that there's an opening up at the top. And I'll show you that in just a moment. If you try any of these pillows, please share down below how they turned out for you. What was your favorite one? Or if you don't try them, you can still share which one you like the best, which one you think looks the best. Done with that, I have this opening. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this up with my polyfill, or my pillow, or whatever you choose to use for your insert. If you have a pillow that fits it, go for it. Have a ball. And then I'm going to go across this top part. I'm going to lay this out, the other end all the way out. It's kind of laying nicer. If you do this with a brand new one, it's going to be easier than if you do a used one that's been put through the laundry. Is we're going to pull this back over onto itself. And I am going to make sure, see my point is kind of crazy because it's been washed before. But I'm going to fold back on the corner here, just fold back the side. And I'm going to run my hot glue along this side and glue it shut. Kind of press it. You can use your stick to help press it because that does, this material does make it get really warm with the glue. And then we're going to do the other side same way. have one more spot we gotta do, guys. And one more thing to make this finished. And then we're gonna fold the point back, and we're just gonna go along the side to the point. And then we're gonna glue that down. Be careful when working with hot glue. Kids, please ask an adult for help. So you get that down. You could stop there if you want to, but we're going to make it look a little more fun. So we're going to take that felt that we did. We cut out the circle. And now we're going to cut it into a spiral. You're going to start in just a little bit from the edge. You're going to keep working in. I'm going to trim that just a little bit. Okay, that looks better. So you get down to, you have a little bit of a base, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to roll from this side, the side we first started cutting. We're just going to roll it in on itself. Just tightly roll it around till we get to the end. And you can, I'm sure, do yours a lot more even than I did mine, but I like the funky look. You know, it looks a little funky. It looks more like my personality. Then put a dot of glue on the circle piece of the middle. And you're going to press it into the bottom. And you can always do a little dot of glue, kind of help glue it together. And there you have your rosette. And now I'm going to just trim this because I don't like the way that looks. Yeah, that looks better. Now I'm going to put a dot of glue at the bottom of it, underneath. And I'm going to glue it right onto the point of my table runner. And there you have it. Another fun pillow to decorate with. And you can do it with any color. So it can go with any season, anything you're trying to decorate with. Okay guys, as I promised at the beginning of the video, there are ways that you can change these up. So for this one, you can also get the scarves that are more pink colored and use it for Valentine's Day. And then use felt instead of the ornaments that you're going to be seeing. So keep watching, I'll show you the rest of how to put this pillow together. Alright guys, I'm back with the last two pillows that we're going to make today. And excuse me just a moment, I need to take a sip. I'll let Ben. So this is the first one we're going to make. It's a short, cute little pillow. You could add embellishments, but I liked it this way. This is just me. So we'll talk more about that in a minute. And what you need for this is some kind of ornament from the dollar stores where I bought all my stuff. You can get it from wherever, but I thought this is really cute because you could stick a picture of a loved one down in it. And I'm not sure how this, oh, it comes out behind the thing, and you use it to cut the thing out. So it's just from the dollar store. You could also cut that bell off if it drives you nuts like it does me. So we're going to do that. Because I don't want this stuff. Okay, I did not do that right. But you can also leave it on if you prefer. I just chose not to. You're going to need a scarf from the dollar store. They have a lot of different ones, fleece scarves. You can also pick up a scarf from someplace else if you prefer, but I decide how big you want your pillow. You know, we could probably get two out of this if I wanted to. Okay, so I'm going to kind of judge where I want it to go. That's what I thought. Okay, so I'm going to go just past, wait a minute, did I just remember right? Okay, we're going to go the black line. So we're going to just cut right here and take the fringe off of it. Okay, and I forgot to finish telling you what you need. So you need one of the scarves. As you see, I just cut that off. Okay, I'm going to save that because I might want it for another project. An ornament, some hot glue, glue sticks, and polyfill, or an old pillow. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this back. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to fold back onto itself, the side, the long side, and I'm going to hot glue that down. And then we're going to fold up on this side, fold back on this side, and do the same thing. So real simple. You could sew it if you're really a good sewer, or even if you're not and you want to sew it, go for it. I'm not stopping you. I just find the hot glue, because this is something that's only got to last me maybe a month for decoration. And then if I don't like it, I can change it out next year, and I'm not spending a lot of money. Because like I said, this was a dollar store scarf, $1 for the ornament, and maybe $1 on the polyfill that I'll use. So there we go. We got that. Now, so before I fill it up, I'm actually going to take my ornament and glue that on, just to make it a little easier to get it glued on where I want it. So I'm just going to put some glue around the back here, because I don't want that hat glued down, because otherwise we can't put the kid's picture in it if we wanted to. Okay. I have one of my bigger pillows with the picture on it too. It looks really cute. Well, you can put 2 pictures on that one. It looks really cute. Now I'm just going to glue the candy cane down. And I like mine kind of centered, but you can do it wherever you want. Maybe you have a reason you like it off-centered. And the hat I kind of put up above. I didn't mean to. I should have pulled it down a little bit, but it'll work. Now I'm going to fill it up with batting, or polyfill. I keep wanting to call it batting. Don't ask me why. A little bit more polyfill would be nice. And this box on it. Did I just stick myself with something? I don't know. And then I'm going to glue it shut. And then if you wanted to, you could add on some lace or something around the edges, but I like the way they look without the lace, so I'm not going to bother with that. But you do you, I'll do me. Whatever makes you happy, that's what you're going to do. And whatever makes me happy is what I'm going to do. How's that sound? You guys agree? If not, well, I'm sorry. I agree. Now I'm going to finish gluing this shut. And there you go. There's that pillow done. So really cute, and this is very personalized. You put a picture in it and give it as a gift, and somebody will really appreciate that. So, and you can just pick other ornaments. Just find something that speaks to you. Now on this next one, I'm not going to do what I did on this one, but I'll explain in a moment. So this is what the next one's going to look like. It's, again, the same basic things that you're going to need. You're going to need some ornaments. This time I'm going to use 2. You're going to need a scarf. You're going to need your scissors, your glue sticks, and your polyfill. This time we're going to leave the fringe on, because I like the fringe on most of them. Okay, so again, you're just going to glue down the side, and then we'll go from there. Pretty much the same principle as the other pillows have been. Get that one side done, do the other side. Okay, now before I glue that, fill it and glue that side shut, the end shut, I have 2 sides glued. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate mine, because I want to try to get my snowflakes where I want them. Now, the thing that I did on this one that I'm not doing on this one is I took some felt, and I took and went on the computer and pulled the letters I wanted to say Merry Christmas, and then I traced it out and cut it out of felt, and then I just put white dots because it was too hard for me to do otherwise. If you want to put wording on there, great. If you don't, great. There are some ornaments that have wording that could work on this too. That's another option. This time I'm going to do it without the wording. I kind of like it without the wording just as much as I do with the wording. So I'm going to take my glue and just go around the back of the ornament like I did on that last one. But on this one I can go the whole ornament. I don't have to worry about the top. Come up with whatever saying you want. If you want to put a saying on it, I did one that says let it snow, one that says I've been good, and it had stockings on that one. The let it snow had snowflakes on it. You could do holiday cheer, or I did baby it's cold outside on one. Have these, and you have another time of the year you want to do it, get something different for the top and use that. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, after we get those glued on, is pull the fringe out to the side. So just kind of fold that top part back a little bit. And now, obviously, the polyfill. Please hold for a second. Then you want to pull, make sure the fringe stays out of the way, because that can get really messy. And we're going to lay the bottom layer down and make sure its fringe stays out to the side. And we're just going to run some glue along the edge here, right below the fringe line. And now is where it gets a little tricky. So as you're doing this, you want to do it a little bit at a time. Yes, I put all my glue on, and there you have it. And then if you want to, you can also, like I said, add the words. But there you have another great pillow that you can either use as a gift or for decorating your home, or just for fun, to have something fun to do. Okay guys, that's all I have for you for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to click the like button. If you're looking for more of this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. I do have a few more coming up. I have a collab with my niece on buying one another outfits at the thrift store. And I have a video coming out on a couple of unboxings of a snack box. So be looking forward to those, as well as maybe some other DIYs. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.